At one time, an artist's lyrical ability was a selling point to reach a mass audience. Think about it. Hip-hop is the only music in which one's ability to craft complex metaphors, break and bend words to their barest forms, and weave together fascinating narratives spanning your entire lifetime, all with the prose of a poet. However, as the importance of lyricism has seemingly subsided in the mainstream, a new priority for the listener's ear has emerged. What is that priority? An artist's decision of the beats they choose for their songs. Let's face facts. In the mainstream and in radio, rarely do you hear an artist whose lyrical wordplay is their strong suit. While in years past, the best artists like Tupac, Jay-Z, and even Eminem were able to meld their abilities to bend an intricate verse with a catchy hook. And although not necessarily known for his wordplay, 50 Cent's knack for combining gritty street reality with radio-friendly tunes showcased that previously the requirements for getting mainstream attention were much stricter. Nowadays, the barrier for entry has lowered so much that artists whose primary skill is their ability to pen a good verse has been shelved by general audiences in favor of the artists who can craft a catchy melody over a seductive beat. And naturally, just as any good business in the world, the labels have followed suit. This is why now, more than ever, it is important for an artist to choose beats that will catch the ear of the mainstream listener. In this video, I will explain why an artist's ear for beats is not just a skill. It is a quintessential ability that is imperative for the trajectory of an artist's career. As mentioned previously, one artist that has been known for his immaculate taste in beats, which allowed him to ascend to new heights, very few rappers before or after him have seen ever since. Jay-Z is notorious for aligning himself with the best producers in the game, from the Neptunes to Kanye West to Timbaland and Just Blaze, as well as Rick Rubin. The one they call Jehovah or the God MC ensured he assembled an all-star cast of producers around him for his album production. While others might have overlooked these lesser-known producers who didn't come from the traditional birthplace of hip-hop's origins, recruiting producers all the way from Virginia beats like the Neptunes and Timbaland, stretching all the way into the South, specifically requiring assistance from Atlanta-based producers like Mike Will or Zaytoven. This willingness to take risks on producers from different backgrounds allowed him to diversify his sound as well as connect with wide audiences far exceeding past his hometown of Brooklyn, New York, thusly extending his run as a primary face of hip-hop for decades in the eyes of the mainstream, continuously racking up #1 albums and hit singles. Where others might have seen too daring a risk to take on untraditional sounds in hip-hop, Jay-Z saw an opportunity to expand his audience as well as challenge himself to pen an immaculately written song on these unique beats. His ability to take risks and invest in people others might view as unwise. It later ended up aiding him in his business endeavors as well, showing that one skill in hip-hop can translate into other ventures. On the opposite end of the spectrum from Jay-Z's immaculate taste in beats, his friend and occasional rival, Nasir Jones, better known simply as Nas. Throughout his career, Nas has been panned by both fans and critics alike for his poor taste in beats. It's not as if the beats he selects are bad per se, but lacking the amount of substance for the caliber of MC he is. Unlike his contemporary Jay-Z, Nas often receives the critique of playing it safe with his beats and not being as experimental as his peers. While Jay-Z searched for fresh beats from talented producers regardless of their backgrounds, Nas often kept to his regional niche, only occasionally dabbling in beats with different backgrounds. Nas was nonetheless one of the most respected MCs of all time due to his elite penmanship, but in spite of this, he was lacking the critical acclaim from revered listeners relative to his rival Jay-Z with Grammy Awards or the commercial appeal of his contemporary 50 Cent. For years, rap fans were confused over the Grammys' reluctance to award a legend of Nas's caliber, often likened to how it took renowned actor Leonardo DiCaprio decades to win his first Oscar. However, after aligning himself with LA-based producer Hit Boy for the collaboration King's Dead in 2020, Nas finally got the recognition he deserved when he finally won his first Grammy Award for the album. In the modern age, with the audience more infatuated with artist choice and beats rather than their lyrics, artists are becoming even more involved with the recording process than ever. Whereas artists from previous generations might have simply recorded their hooks and verses and leave the rest of the process to the engineer, the executive producers, the A&R, and the higher-ups of the label. Now, artists are taking the recording process into their own hands. More and more, we are starting to see rappers who have taken it upon themselves to learn the intricate process of creating music. With a plethora of YouTube tutorials, social media advice, as well as applications where at the click of a button, one can learn how to create a beat that is heard by millions of people on the internet. For Kanye, producers that also doubled as rappers were not taken seriously or often mocked for believing in themselves and their ability to rap. Well, Gen Z doesn't face this lack of support. After breaking down barriers for not just producers, but rappers as well, Kanye showed that if any producers had aspirations to be rappers, they could do it too. This was evident in the rappers that showed up in the generation after him, and artists like Travis Scott and Pierre Bourne. Recently, another rapper hailing from Chicago, Baby Chief Do It, is known for making his own beats. Recognizing the importance of their independence, but also the value of the internet, rappers have turned their ability to learn how to rap and produce beats to engineering their music for themselves. We've seen streamer Plackboy Max turn from rapper to producer and also adding engineering to his arsenal of skills. He utilizes his live streaming platform and brings on artists to showcase the recording process as well as the beats he makes, which are a work in progress.
Hey, let me know if you with this.
And the winner is Blackboy Max.
Alright, so y'all making faces.
You got some work to do.
Okay.
At the end of the day, a beat can make or break the song. Jay-Z showed how picking different producers can keep music fresh, while Nas proved that the right partnership can bring new life to a career. And now, with so many artists producing their own work, beat choice is more important than ever. It's not just background, it's the foundation. If you treat beat selection with the same care as your lyrics, your music has a lot better chance to grow, connect, and last.